Hey, Hani Rosengarten here. Welcome to this video. I want to talk to you about creating space for yourself inside of a space, right? I mean, we're here. I'm reporting to you live during COVID-19 from my bedroom. Um, I am a mom, and so my kids are home. We're all sharing the space. You may hear them during this video. And yet I have carved out for myself a little bit of space to do this video because this is something that I want to create for you. And so I want to talk to you about that ability to create space, because when we are in an intimate relationship, the beauty of intimacy really is in the fact that we are individuals. And as individuals, when we come together and connect, the unity of two individuals, that's the thrill. The connection is not because we've lost self and become one. It's because we have self, that uniting and connecting is such a wonderful experience. So, on a regular day, we both have full lives. Our spouse and ourselves have full lives, and at the end of our day, we connect again and we share and we listen and we understand and we know and we see each other. And in that connection is the pleasure of knowing each other, because we've had some time apart and now we are reconnecting. Now we're here in this space right now where a lot of us are spending a lot of time together doing nothing. And if you're a mom like me, you're spending time with your kids as well. So there is a lot of fun, right? And a lot of lack of space, and that can be challenging. So I'd like to talk to you about how to create space for ourselves, because the fact is we can create space, and it's important for us to create space, because if we are going to be there for the other people in our lives, we want to come as individuals. We want to come as full people, as ourselves, and we want to connect in that way. All right, so let's talk about space. You know that space can be changed. It's based on our perception. How do we know this? You know this because if you've ever shared space with a coworker in your office, or with a neighbor, or with a friend, and things were going really well and you just love the close proximity, that was wonderful. But as soon as there was a difference of opinion, there was some hurt, that closeness started to feel suffocating. It started to feel too close. You know this because in your home, there's a certain sense of what the space feels like. But if you come back after a long trip, or if you come back and the house is empty and nobody is there, when usually you do have people, or if you've invited a party over and now the space feels more, different, right? You know that space can be manipulated based on our perspective. Perspective is an inside job. It starts with us. It depends on us. So space depends on our perspective. The reason we want to create space is because we want to create that individuality, that area for ourselves, so that we can be present for other people as ourselves. So we're going to be doing the inside job of creating space. I know that this is difficult. In this time when we're all quarantined and confined to small spaces with our loved ones, how do we create this? We create this by creating our individuality, by tending to our individuality, by creating space around the things we love, by making space for the things we love. As an example, I'm here doing this video. Why am I doing this? I want to give you this message. Why am I also doing this? Because I love to, because I like to talk, teach, explain, share. And during the making of this video, I'm hearing some knocking on my door. My baby is knocking, but I know she's being taken care of. And so you can hear that, right? And it's happening. And yet I've taken these 10 minutes of my time to be with all of you. So think of the things you love, and sometimes we lose track of that, right? And sometimes the things we love were things that were dependent on the outside world. We love to go out and shop. We love to go out and eat. We loved all kinds of things, but now they're gone, right? So you want to think of things that make you happy, that give you purpose, that give you a feeling of being alive. And you want to do one tiny action around that, right? I mean, I love to build my business, but I'm not. Honestly, like, there were emails I wanted to do, there were chapters I wanted to write. I'm just here. Like, I'm just doing this. This is one action I can take today. Possibly, if my kids don't need me too urgently, I can do this today. What's one small thing you can do? And if you don't have an idea of what you like, here's one way to find out. You can ask yourself, well, I'm here, right? I mean, everything else on the outside world may not be accessible, but I'm here. So everything that's related to myself is here. Think of your 5 senses. Which part of your 5 senses can you engage in a way that feels good to you and gives you meaning? Is there something you'd like to see? You have a phone, you can see it on the phone. Is there something you'd like to hear? Would you like to listen to something? I mean, you're watching this video right now, so you're doing something for yourself. Is there something you'd like to feel, caress, touch, right? An experience. Think of all of your 5 senses and think of which one can I engage today in a way that will give me meaning. And when you have that, you take those 10 minutes to do it. You take those 5 minutes to do it. You take that 1 minute to do it, and you honor the fact that you've just given yourself space. And that's it. You've created space for yourself. It may not be as much as you're used to. It may not be in the same way as you're used to. It may not be the way you need to, but it's there, and you're showing up for yourself, and you have just created individuality. When you come back after doing that thing, you've just elevated yourself and your individuality. And when you connect back to your people, they will know it because you're coming as a strong person. So I'm Connie Rosengarten. I love being with all of you. And if you are ready to take your relationship and your sense of self and your sense of empowerment to the next level so that you can bring it into your relationships in a way that feels whole, I have a course. It's called Wife Heal Your Life. I have another course called Power People if you don't want it to talk about marriage at all. And they both teach you empowerment and how to take that empowerment into relationships. So send me a message and I will send me an email, send me a DM, and I'll hook you up because there is no better time to work on your relationship than right now. Love you all and have a wonderful day.